so much, Reverend Alexander, for talking with us this morning. I'm feeling so inspired by your message. You talked to us this morning about Fannie Lou Hamer, a courageous poor black woman who stood up against brutality and a system of intentional inequality that perpetuates the cycles of poverty. You've taught us today, as Fannie Lou Hamer taught, that poverty is personal, that the only way to fight poverty is by bringing the stories and the lived experiences of poor people into the halls of power to demand a society built on justice and compassion. The rest of our conference today is going to be devoted to turning that lesson into a reality in Rhode Island, as you have told us that we must. We're here today as a community of communities of faith, and it is our faithful duty to make the words of faith heard. It is our sacred duty to allow the voices of poor people to be heard in marble halls. This conference is not just about comforting and congratulating ourselves that we have the right vision for addressing the problems of poverty in Rhode Island. No, we are not just here to understand the challenges and to promote solutions from above. We are here not just to cry, we're here to do something. We are here today to take action to help make our state into a place where poor people and all people of faith come together to create the power we need for change. This is the 11th annual Interfaith Poverty Conference. Over the last 11 years, we have used this event as a springboard to make a real difference in Rhode Island. Today, we're here for a call to action. Last year, our Interfaith Coalition played a major role in increasing funding for Rhode Island's Child Care Assistance Program. Your activism lowered the cost of child care programs for low-income families so parents can take advantage of apprenticeships and job training programs knowing that their kids will be safe and cared for while they're at work. Last year, you also helped pass legislation to make our roads safer and to make life more manageable for DACA recipients by allowing them to apply for and receive state driver's licenses. Now dreamers, Now dreamers have one less worry when they go to work or to school, knowing that they cannot be deported just for driving a car, something most of us take for granted. Last year, you improved the lives of seniors and people living with disabilities who are on Medicaid by passing legislation to set up an independent provider model for home care. Now, more seniors and people with disabilities can stay in their own homes and make their own choices about care providers. Professional home care providers, many of whom are among the working poor, are now able to get the training and compensation they deserve for high-quality care. Last year, you helped protect Rhode Island's Medicaid beneficiaries against a proposal to charge them co-payments. Those co-payments would have done little to balance the state budget, but they would have been devastating to low-income families. You defeated that proposal. If you wrote a letter, if you signed a postcard, if you met with a state legislator, you helped to make those victories happen. You did it, and this year we're going to do even more. This year, we're working to end discriminatory housing practices that allow landlords to refuse to rent apartments to recipients of housing choice vouchers and other housing benefits. With this legislation passed, landlords will no longer be able to keep prospective tenants out of good quality housing by saying, sorry, no Section 8s. This year, we're working to raise the minimum wage so workers can meet their basic needs. We're working to make sure that women and people of color especially get equal and fair pay. This year, we are working to make the Rhode Island Works program really work for Rhode Islanders. We're working to end the cycle of poverty that begins when people cannot get the education, job security, and quality child care they need to succeed in life. Today, we're going to have workshops on these three issues that will not just go over the basics and the details of bills in the legislature. Our workshops today are designed to gear you up for action. At the State House, we're going to get ready today to turn justice into laws that improve our lives and that confront systematic poverty. After we have some time, in just a few minutes, for networking, greeting old friends, and making some new ones, we're going to go to those workshops at 10:20 and start the sessions at 10:30 a.m. The housing workshop will be right here in Donovan. The other two workshops will be up the stairs and across the bridge in the lecture halls. There's one more thing I want you to know. All of this will not end today. We're not leaving here today congratulating ourselves on having done a wonderful job. I want everyone to look inside of your folder, and you'll find a flyer for the Faith in Action Advocacy Day on May 21st, just 2 weeks from now. We're starting that day at Gloria Dei Church, Lutheran Church in Providence, with an Advocacy 101 training program to prepare you to meet with your representatives and senators. Then we'll march up Smith Hill to the State House, where we will have a press conference to tell the media who we are as people of faith and what we're doing. And after that, we're going to meet with our lawmakers and show them that our proposals are not just pieces of paper. We will show them that poverty is personal. When we tell them our stories, offer them our faithful prayers, and show them the power of people who call for action against poverty in Rhode Island. We see that there is a lot that is broken in Rhode Island. It's time now for us to fix it. I want you to be there. I want you to bring your friends. I want you to bring your family and bring your fellow parishioners and congregants that day. I want you to join us by making a difference against poverty. Together, we will look our representatives and senators in the eyes and take our stand against poverty. Thank you.